Hello everyone, and welcome to an evening stroll that I am doing. Today was a long day. It was a productive day. I ended up finishing the edits on one of my upcoming videos. And so I figured, it's after work. People are finishing their traditional office job, even though I'm not working an office job myself. I still felt the need to kind of just get out and go for a little bit of a walk. The weather is brisk here in Toronto. It's brisk, but it's actually quite nice. I mean, I have my winter coat on, I have my toque on, I have, all the winter garb, got my gloves on, and I figured I'd go for a walk. And I was kind of, I wanted to talk a little bit about Saturday Night Live. I mean, this is what half of my Instagram is basically just like Connor Story and SNL and all that. So I figured, well, why not hop on and go for a little bit of a walk and see who else wants to talk about it. No one seems to be online yet, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, my eyes are getting to that point where I gotta start wearing glasses. Even when I'm out in public, this is not fun, but that's what it means to get older. We'll just wait a minute and see if anybody ends up hopping on. Hope the microphone is doing all right. It's not particularly windy, so. Hello? How's this? Oh, hello person that just joined. How are you? Presumably indoors where it's warm. As I'm out here, it's not particularly cold, but yeah, I feel like with a lot of people, right, you would just want to get out in the evening after you're done work. I was sitting at the computer mostly. I did end up going to the gym today, but ended up accomplishing a little bit, so I felt like celebrating and going for a little walk. Hello to the people that just joined. Welcome on my little walk. So, thoughts, opinions, what did we think? Hello. So, I guess I'll start off seeing as how the camera is on me. I was actually very, very, very impressed with what Connor Story actually managed to pull off. This is someone who's 25 years old, and I'm speaking as someone who's in their 40s. And I'm like, not to put myself down, but I'm just like, it's wild how someone who's 25 years old went from doing what he was doing before to hosting SNL, and it was flawless. He didn't crack once. Every time he was supposed to land a joke, he landed it. He, didn't flub a single line, didn't end up laughing when he wasn't supposed to laugh. It was absolutely flawless, and it was hilarious. Oops, just crossing the street here for a second. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Yeah, I'm so thoroughly impressed, and I think it's obvious that what we're seeing here really is a superstar, right? Like, this is a superstar in the making. And it was so wonderful, and it was really funny. Even this guest that Connor wasn't in, it was a very good episode. Like, I'll give Saturday Night Live that. It was a really, really good episode. But Connor really knocked it out of the park. And I love that the final skit that he did was his own, right? It was his own skit. That was his clown character that he ended up developing on his own. And I love that they let him do his character. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And it was also kind of sexy. I love that they allowed him to also like be in something quite revealing, which of course, it doesn't hurt to have some eye candy, you know what I mean? Name me a call for an edit. Hello. So what did you guys think? I'm curious. Where's the coat from? Whoa, where's the coat from? The coat is actually, believe it or not, I think it's a bench. I don't know if bench is still around, but I actually got it at the exhibition. For those of you who are from Toronto, or who aren't from Toronto, the exhibition is like a yearly like amusement park that's like built up and torn down every year, the last 2 weeks of August at the exhibition place in Toronto. And they usually have like a bargain bin like somewhere in the back, and I got this coat for like $80 like 10 years ago, and it's not down-filled and it's not super thick, but it's really effective, and I don't want to get rid of this coat. So yeah, so it's a bench coat that I got for like $70. It was like 80% off when I got it like years ago, and I love it. It keeps me warm even in like -20, -25 degree weather. It's like not a Canada Goose or anything. It was a bargain. It was. And like I'm a bit of a bargain hunter, to be completely honest. I'm not much for spending money on expensive things. I mean, I was when I was younger, but not anymore. And if you find something that works for you, like I say great, right? I'm not like, things are expensive, life is expensive, and I'd rather spend it on other things. So I'm curious, heated rivalry fans, what did you all think of Connor's performance on SNL? Did anyone have any negative critiques? I mean, I don't think there can really be any negative critiques, right? Like, I think it's generally agreed upon that he like knocked it out of the ballpark. But what was your favorite skit? There were a couple that he was in. Actually, he was in most of them, but like, what was your favorite? My favorite was the last one where he was the broken down stripper, because I like good physical comedy. I like good physical comedy, right? And I like, again, that he was just very brave to kind of put it all out there. Very few people, even those that are kind of known for, to some degree, for having a particular look, I still thought it was still pretty ballsy of him. Did anyone not like that skit? Did anyone think it was like too much? Crossing the street again. Well, I'm assuming most people who have joined probably watched the show, right? Has anyone here not seen Heated Rivalry? I'm actually really curious. Has anyone not seen the show? If you haven't, you have to. If you haven't, you have to. I mean, it's a Canadian production, even though Connor is actually American, but that really doesn't matter. But yeah, it's shot here in Toronto, though it's not actually set in Toronto really, which I actually think is really funny. It's set in Ottawa and Montreal quite a bit, Boston. But yeah, I love that Connor kind of came just out of nowhere, and I love that he hosted SNL, and again, like, just did it perfectly. And what did you guys think of, you know, the hockey team situation? Because I know there's a bit of controversy involving that. My breakfast is pineapple on pizza. Right? Ugh, pineapple on pizza though. I mean, I know, but what did you think? Hello there. So yeah, I'm curious, like, what did you guys think about the hockey teams being brought in and like how they handled it? Because I know that there was some controversy, I mean, at least initially, when they said that the men's hockey team was going to be there because of, you know, inviting Kash Patel, who's the head of the FBI, to basically party in the locker room, and the women making the decision not to, I don't know if it was a call with the president or something like that, but yeah, I know that there was some concern about having the men's hockey team in particular, although at the time it wasn't known that the women's hockey team was going to be there. They're a little cool. One time I farted. Huh. I feel like there's a troll that joined, but that's okay, I think. It's either a troll or maybe somebody who wants to be a fan but doesn't know how to be a fan. That's all right. I thought it was really cool too. I mean, again, like, I thought having the men's, it's kind of hard for them not to have the hockey teams come there, just given that they both won gold, and, you know, the TV show is at least partly about hockey, like partly about hockey. It's not really about hockey, but we can say that it's at least partly about hockey, right? So I understand why they brought them, but yeah, I thought it was really smart to bring the women's hockey team on. Of course, you know, to kind of balance out some of the controversy that the men's team generated. The bee makes you look like an orange, right? It's my creamsicle. It's my creamsicle. I guess you guys call it, what, beanies in the US, right? In Canada, we call them toques. And it's like super flat as well, so it kind of makes me look like a tangerine. But yeah, this is my creamsicle. I love this one. And it's not super thick. It's one of my thinner ones, which I don't know how smart that is on a cold night like tonight, but I'm committed to it. So this is what I'm wearing. Where are you from? Are you somewhere warm where hopefully you don't have to wear all of this garb, all of this getup like we do here still, unfortunately, in Toronto? I love that I'm walking by all the people who are walking their dogs. We're getting closer and closer to the sun. We're getting closer and closer to the sun setting later and later. I mean, it's actually, what is it? It's like 6:30 right now, right? So this is actually pretty good, all things considered, for 6:30, I think. Just heading to the Danforth now, which is also known as Greektown, which is the neighborhood that I live in. I'm a Greektown resident. I'm an East End boy over here. But yeah, Danforth could be a bit loud, so I don't know if I'm going to. I love longer days. Yeah, man, me too. Again, depending on where you live, it makes a big difference. But like, at least in Toronto, and you know, if you're from the US, like the northeastern seaboard, if you're in Canada, like just Atlantic Canada, anything that is in Vancouver, like it is rough out there. But I can feel it. I need the longer days. I need the longer evenings. I'm so lucky because school is canceled for a week. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, oh, you're in jail? Wait, how come school's canceled for a week? Like, because of snow? Or is it reading week for you guys? Like, are you in college? Jesus loves all except you. Except me? I think Jesus loves me the most, though, to be completely honest. Hey there, Brandon. Except me. Jesus loves me the most. Are you kidding me? I'm awesome. Me and Jesus are like this. All right, as we make our way to the Danforth now. The Danforth is pretty quiet, but then again, it is a Monday. So for those who aren't from Toronto, this is like Toronto's Greektown. And that's west, where you can see the sunset. Jesus is king. Where did you stay during your travels? I did not college. It's so cold still. It is cold still. I know. Where do I stay during my travels? Well, I live in Toronto, so I, live in and around like the Riverdale, Danforth area. So this is my home area over here. It is. I love the Danforth. He raids those people's houses and stays there. No, I don't. It'd be horrible. It's a horrible. Can you imagine? So I've come to realize that in order for me to read these comments, I need to have my glasses on. It is a bit of a struggle right now just because I don't have them on, so that's why I'm constantly stopping and like squinting. Welcome to your 40s. Oh, Dublin's calling. This is new. Greek restaurants shut down, and I guess they opened up like an Irish pub slash party bar. Dublin Calling, I think, is a Canadian chain. It's a chain of sorts. I know I saw it in Vancouver, but yeah. In case you're wondering, like here's some underneath the sign so you can see it. There it is. See? Greektown. Is there any Malkin Misers around? 40s, buddy. You're in late 20s tops. Oh, thank you. I wish I was in my 20s. Oh, I wish I was in my 20s, but no, I am well into my 40s, but you can't see it right now just because I shave off the key is to basically trim the beard so that you can't see the white in it. That's the key. Also, sunscreen. I'm not trying to push a particular agenda. I'm just saying sunscreen is important. Have you ever thought of becoming a model? I mean, I'm no Connor Story, but why not? Why not? You can serve face. Maybe I will apply for America's Next Top Model season 26. I mean, if I go in with my eyes open, it should be okay, right? And in case you're wondering how Greek this neighborhood is, I just want to give you a sense of how Greek it is. Yeah. It's this Greek. It's this Greek. There it is. And this is Alexandros Platia, or Alexander's like place. I'm in my 30s. We're running a repair shop. Gonna make me look like I'm in my 50s. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm honestly and genuinely surprised that oh, what the hell is all this? Huh. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this around for a second. So there's a bunch of smashed ice here. Maybe they were doing like ice sculptures over the weekend. Oh yeah, I think it was the fire and ice thing that they were talking about. Let's walk around here for a second. Oh yeah, it was the fire and ice, although this is actually a really, really, really great statue. Huh. Little Christmas tree. And again, like, yeah, super Greek. Like, take a look at what's going on back there. Like, super Greek part of town. I mean, it used to be a lot Greeker. I mean, gentrification, I think, has definitely changed the neighborhood. But it's still a great neighborhood. And this is a really good gyros place. If you guys are ever in Toronto and you're looking for a good gyros place, Alexandros is quite good. I'll turn it back around so it can face me. Don't worry, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. Yeah, my pool looks like in the dunk. Serbia? Am I in Serbia? No, I'm in Toronto. Oh, my gimbal's going a little crazy. Just give me a second, everyone. See if I can get it to, there we go. It's focusing on me again. Okay, lesson learned. I clearly need to make sure that you know what, I'm gonna walk a little bit more on Danforth because there's lights there. I feel like nobody is actually interested in talking about heat arrival, and you know what, that's okay, we don't have to. We're out on a walk and we can talk about whatever it is that we want. We don't have to stick to whatever the little blurb said it was going to be. So is there anyone here who's actually from Toronto? I'm curious. Across the street, we can go. said you got school tomorrow. Who, me? I wish I had school tomorrow, to be that young again, to go to school. No, I am... Hi everyone. I'm not sure if I'm continuing the same live stream from before. Unfortunately, my phone went dead. It really didn't take a long time. I was talking for what, maybe 20 minutes, and my phone went completely kaput. So now I have to have it connected, which means that unfortunately I don't have my gimbal, and I also don't have my my microphone, my external. But I see that there's 2 people on here, so if you're carrying over from the last time, great. As you know, I've discovered that I really need my glasses in order to re-comment. Oh, and those 2 people are gone. That's okay. You know what? Maybe I'll just continue walking through Alexandros Platia for a little bit. Oh, hello, person that just joined. How are you? This is, I guess, a part 2 or a continuation of what I was doing before. I'm here on the Danforth in Greektown at Alexandros Platia. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if you're joining back from the live stream I was doing from before. Nicholas Pearson. I'm exhausted but wanted to pop on to say hi. Hi, Nicholas Pearson. Nicholas Pearson. Flight attendant? Are you a flight attendant buddy of mine? Nicholas. Hello. I'm on the Danforth, everyone. I posted about this on my Instagram, so I guess some people saw and wanted to pop on and say hi. Hello, Nick, if it's you. I'm assuming because it says Pearson, but it could definitely not be. It could be somebody else. And again, I had to, unfortunately, my phone died. So unfortunately, I am now basically using the microphone from my phone, and I don't have a gimbal, so I'm going to be walking with me holding the phone, so it might be a bit choppy. I'm going to walk a little bit more across Danforth. For those of you who just joined, welcome. We can talk about heated rivalry if you'd like, or we can talk about other things as well. Is the light changing? What's going on here? There it is. Just walking along Danforth in Greektown. It's kind of chilly, but I don't know, it's after work. And I was busy all day, and even though I went to the gym, I ended up spending the whole day editing a video that I'm going to be posting sometime this week or next about my favorite spots in Toronto. I'm calling it my Toronto Top 10. And for those of you who do any sort of content creation, you know that it's very rewarding, but also very, very, very time consuming. So I spent the whole day, well actually this is like day 5. You have to write a script, you have to edit the script, and writing the script alone is long enough. You have to film, you have to edit, you have to find pictures, you have to find videos, you have to do post-editing, etc., etc. So I feel like I have a pretty good version. Again, for those of you who aren't from Toronto, this is the Danforth, just as an FYI. It's Greektown, if you couldn't tell by all the Greek columns back over there. Nicholas Pearson. Is it you, Nick? You may not even be here. That's okay. If you are, welcome. If you're gone because you're tired, I don't blame you. Where are we walking by? Is this Papa's Grill? No, this is it's the Mizes. I forgot. Papa's Grill shut down. I have lived like in and around the Danforth for the majority of like my life, and this neighborhood has undergone so many changes, but at the same time, it's also remained oddly the same, which I find quite comforting and quite enjoyable too. There are still the establishments that are still there and hopefully will be for a very long time. We're passing by Galicia. This is another establishment over here, Galicia. And in fact, across the street right over there is a really good spot to grab Zero. It's called Messini's. Dolce Gelato. Gelato. I mean, it does. I don't know who's getting gelato right now, but it's available if you want it. Although during the summertime, it is. Oh, actually, there's like 5-6 people in there. Never mind. Look at them putting my judgmental mouth to shame. For those of you who just finished work, hello, welcome. Hopefully, sunnier days ahead, warmer days ahead. I think. By the end of this week, we're going to be hitting double digits. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Long overdue. I'm ready for better weather. I don't know if you are. I know that I desperately am. Some Greek music. We're passing by Astoria. Another establishment here on the Danforth. I'm gonna make my way north. I'm gonna leave the Danforth for now and head back north. I wasn't planning on doing a super long walk today. I kind of wanted to hop on for a little bit just to catch up with some of the fans and see what they thought of Heated Rivalry. Did anybody watch the SNL Connor Story SNL who hosted? If you did, what are your thoughts? I'm curious. I thought he did a great job. I thought that the writers were very generous with him. I thought that they gave him really great material, really great content to work with. But yeah, what do you think if you saw it? Woo! What was that about? Hello, people who have just joined. Welcome. I'm just doing a little night walk in and around the Danforth. But yeah, for people who just joined, did you see Connor's story on SNL? What are your thoughts? I thought he did great. That's the Danforth back over there, by the way. I'm just walking north. It's a bit cold and I gotta go home and cook dinner. This wasn't gonna be a particularly long walk, but again, I just wanted to hop on and say hello. I'm assuming everyone has watched Heated Rivalry, but that's because I just assumed that everyone has watched Heated Rivalry, which I shouldn't make those assumptions, but I am. Anyone here in Toronto? Or is anyone somewhere nicer, where there's still sun and where it's warm? Unlike here, where the sun is gone now. It is cold. I started as the sun was like casually making its way down and I wasn't gonna go, but I'm like, I'm gonna go. Even if it's cold and even if it's short, just going for like a short walk makes a world of difference for your mental health. Don't you think? I think it's important. I see that there's 4 people online. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I'm curious. Anyone from Toronto? Anyone see Connor's story on SNL? And again, just so you know, unfortunately, my phone is a piece of garbage. I film on an iPhone SE2, and I clearly desperately need to go get a new phone because I was filming before, and I think I got maybe 20 minutes of battery life before the phone completely died. Now, I'm assuming that the oh, it's getting really dark over here. I'm assuming that oh, the cold, yes. The freezing cold weather. iPhones don't do the best in super cold weather, eh? So I think that the cold weather was draining the battery, and unfortunately I kind of had to have my phone hooked up to my external, which means that unfortunately I'm not able to use the microphone that I was using before. And if I'm not using the microphone, then I don't use the gimbal because the gimbal tends to be a bit awkward to use without the microphone. But yeah, hello everyone. Did everyone have a good day at work? Did anyone not work today? Was anyone off? Hello to the people that just joined. Welcome. Curious to hear your thoughts. Thoughts about Connor's story on SNL as I make my way home to cook dinner. Oh. Another house that's being flipped, just what the city of Toronto needs. More of that. Don't get me started on house flipping in Toronto, or just house flipping in general, but that is a whole different topic of conversation. This is light and fun and supposed to be about Heated Rivalry or Connor Story or SNL. Hello to the people that just joined. Welcome. Nicholas, are you still here? You haven't answered my question. I'll check your channel later. It's a nice neighborhood. I mean, I guess it's a relatively standard neighborhood, all things considered. Should I turn it around? Are you guys tired of seeing my face? Or is my face the selling point of all of this? As I'm like completely obscured by this hoodie. I think I'm hoping that today is the last really, really cold day. Like I'm hoping going forward, it really does get better from here on out. I really, really need this to go away. Like I do walk tubing. I'm an urban walker. I'm a biker. Yeah, it has been, and February and January were both, oh my God, it's getting dark. Oh, hi there. Ma, don't you love it when your mom joins? There's three people. One of them is my mother. As I head home. And yes, it is dark. Although it appears a lot darker just because of the street that I'm on, and you can see back over there west, the sun is still getting ready to set. Just walking through my neighborhood on my way back home. Hello, people that just joined. Welcome to the conversation. I mean, unfortunately, it is close to the tail end just because I am almost home and it's time for me to get dinner ready. But if you watched Connor's story on SNL, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. If you're from Toronto, curious to hear your thoughts. If you're somewhere nice and hot and sunny, curious to hear your thoughts. I mean, okay, the lighting here may not be great, but at least it's quiet. At least I don't have to contend with the wind and with cars and all that. So, you know, pick your battles. Am I right? I like the lighting on that house. Christopher, lol, mom's favorite words: as soon as it gets dark, you come home. R.I.P. USA, the third world country. I'm going to focus on what Christopher said. And yes, that's exactly it. It's dark, so it's time to run home. But that's also like a generational thing, right? Like, I'm in my 40s, so I think younger kids today don't have that kind of freedom. You know, back in the day for us, it was, you know, you stay out until the lights, until these. Where are they? This. Once these turn on, that's when you make your way back home. And you know the funny thing is, like, back in the 80s, like, it was a lot less safe than it is today. But people now seem to think that their kids are in far more danger than they actually are. You know what I mean? But I understand. It's all relative. It's all about perspective. And hey, I don't have kids, so like, I'm not actually judging. I don't know how I would react if I had kids, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, lights are off. Time to come back home. That's how it works. Actually, I'm gonna make my way this way because there seems to be some more lights here. Christopher, are you in Toronto? Or are you somewhere nicer? Well, Toronto's great. Like, don't get me wrong. I just mean nicer as in better weather. And also, I just realized for sure when I do this kind of walking, I for sure need my glasses. I can't actually read the messages if I don't have these glasses on now, which is a sign of my age, unfortunately. It'll happen to everyone. Well, maybe not everyone. I don't know. Oh, there's a big patch of ice right over here. Gonna take a moment to walk nice and slow. Don't want to get injured. Can't afford an injury. Grant Hindle. Grant, are you in the US or are you in Canada? I'm guessing neither. I'll wait for this car to go. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, I should say, thank you for joining me on my little after work jaunt. We didn't get to talk too much about heated rivalry, but that's okay. There will be many more opportunities to have that conversation in the future. Oh. Snowboards. How are they so loud? Bye, Ringo. Bye. Yeah, I think I'm gonna log off because I'm almost home. And it was a pleasure, and I will be back, well, likely tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, for sure on Wednesday. Actually, on Wednesday, I'm going to be going out with 2 other walktubers, fellow walktubers, actually gays as well, gay walktubers here in Toronto. We should be going out sometime in the evening, so look out for that. And I'm assuming that the conversations will be plentiful, and we'll very likely end up talking about heated rivalry at some point, because I mean, listen, you're gonna put 3 gays together, they're gonna talk about heated rivalry, because this is what everyone's talking about. Everyone, thank you so much. Have a great night, and I will see you again, like I said, probably tomorrow, but if not then, for sure on Wednesday. Ciao.